Good morning! Welcome to Matali. Okay, so tuloy natin dito sa evaluation. So, paano ba natin to sagutan? Refers to the figure at the right. So, definitely nandito sa baba. Yan. Answer the following question. So, paano kung hindi pa given yung ating Venn diagram? So, ko-construct muna natin yung Venn diagram at sasagutan natin tong mga to. So, bibigay ako ng example na katulad nito. Yan, consider natin tong problem na to. A survey on subjects being taken by 30 college students in Las Piñas revealed the following informations. 17 students were taking math, 16 were taking English, 10 were taking Filipino, 7 were taking math and English, 6 were taking math and Filipino, 6 were taking English and Filipino, 4 were taking the 3 subjects. Okay, so nagtitake siya ng math, at the same time English, at the same time Filipino. Okay, so we're going to solve the following problem using the Venn diagram. Number 1, how many students were taking math only? Number 2, how many students were taking English but not Filipino? How many students were taking at least 2 subjects? Take note the word at least. Okay, then number 4, how many students did not, or did not take any 3 subjects? How many students, number 5, were taking at most 1 subject? Okay, so sagutan na natin to. Ayan. Okay, so let us have the Venn diagram. So magko-construct tayo dito ng Venn diagram. Okay, so sana kasya dito ating Venn diagram. And we have the subject. Okay, so 3 subjects tayo. Consider natin tong 3 subject na to. Ayan, okay na. Okay, so before we're going to start, name muna natin yung ating set. Ating sa math. Mahalaga to. Ayan. Then we have the set. This represent the set. Ang subject natin dito, English. 3 subject lang naman yan. Okay, then we also have Filipino. Okay, so yan. Okay, so bago nating simulan, identify muna natin kung asan dito yung 3 subjects, 1 subject, and 2 subjects. So, ito, we have this data kung saan meron lang tayong 1 subject. Ito, 1 subject. Categorize lang natin. 1 subject. And we have this one. Kung mapapansin natin, may conjunction tayo dito na N. And this one. We refers the number of student who takes 2 subjects. Sabihin natin dito. 2 subjects. And this one, ito yung nagtitake ng 3 subjects. Okay, so bakit ko nilagyan ng mga ganyan? Kasi sisimulan natin dun sa intersection ng 3. So, ilan sa mga student yung kumukuha ng math, English, and Filipino at the same time? So, we have 4. So, dyan tayo magsisimula. So, dito sa Venn diagram, umpisan natin yan sa pinaka-gitna o yung intersection ng 3 circle. So, sabihin, we have 4 students were taking math, at the same time, kumukuha rin ng Filipino, at the same time, kumukuha rin siya ng English. So, yun yung intersection ng 3. Okay, so, yan. So, after that, identify na natin yung number of student na kumukuha ng math and Filipino but not English. So, ito yung region na yon, math and Filipino but not English. So, 2 subject only. So, yun yung identify natin. So, ito yung mga 2 subjects only natin. Sa part na to, simula dito, math and English. Math and Filipino, English and Filipino. But definitely kasama dito yung ating 4, that is the intersection of the 3 sets. So, how about the number of students who take only 2 subjects? So, simulan natin dito sa English and Filipino. So, identify natin ilang student yung nagtitake ng English and Filipino but not math. Okay, so para ma-solve yan, okay, so express natin yung 6 as we have the intersection of 3, that is 4, plus yan. Ito, yung ating number of students to take English and Filipino but not math. That should be equal to 6. Ayan. Ilan sa mga student natin ang nagtitake ng English and Filipino, yan, English and Filipino, pero hindi nagtitake ng math. Okay, so dito. Muna tayo sa part na to. So, dapat ang total nito ay 6. Illustration natin, 4 plus blank is equal to 6. Ano yung dadagdag natin sa 4 para maging 6? That is 2. Okay, so yan, nakuha. Ilalagay natin to ng 2 para maging true yung statement. 4 plus 2, that will be equal to 6. And this 2, yan, itong 2 na to, ito yung student who takes, yan, lagay ko lang dito para maliwanag. Number of student who take English, ito yung sa English, and Filipino, but not math. Ayan. So, nasa kanila yung nagtitake ng English at saka Filipino pero hindi kumukuha ng math. That is 2. So, lagay na natin siya dito. Ayan. So, we have 2. Okay, next. 6 students were taking math and Filipino. Okay, so kasama na dito sa 6 na to yung intersection ng tatlo. Yan, yung kumukuha din ng math. Ng English rather. Okay, so re-represent lang natin tong 6 na to as an expression. Yan. Ilalagay natin dito yung 4 ulit. We have 4 plus we have blank, that will be equal to 6. So, nasan yung region na to? Ito yun. Okay, so math and Filipino, ito yung ating intersection. So, how many students were taking math and Filipino? That is equal to 6. Pero kasama na dyan yung 4. So, ilan pa yung kulang ng 4 para maging 6? Dito natin siya ilalagay. So, 4 plus blank is equal to 6. Ano dapat yung nakalagay dito sa blank na to? It is, must be equal to 2. Okay, so yung 2 na yan, ilalagay natin siya dito. Ayan. 2. Ayan. Okay, so itong 2 na to, these are the number of students. Itong 2, these are the number of students who are taking math and Filipino but not English. Tandaan nyo yan, ha? Yan yung kumukuha ng Filipino at math pero hindi nagtitake ng English. Ayan, dito naman tayo sa nagtitake ng math and English. Okay, so again, lagay natin dito yung intersection ng 3 subjects. We have 4 plus, again, we have blank. That will be equal to 7. Ayan. Medyo na yung aking illustration. Okay, so next. Ito yung intersection natin ng math and English. Ito yung ating math. Ito yung ating English. Dito sila nag-overlap sa region na to. So, dapat ang total nito ay 7. So, yan. Yung iba sa inyo, alam na yung ilalagay dito. Ilan pa yung kulang ng 7? Ilan pa yung kulang ng 4 para maging 7? Dito nyo ilalagay. So, 4 plus blank, that is equal to 7. Or 7 minus 4, yun na yung cardinality, or yun na yung number ng student na nagtitake ng math and English na hindi nagtitake ng Filipino. So, ilalagay na natin dito. We have 3. Okay, so 4 plus 3, that is equal to 7. Okay, so dito rin, natin siya ilalagay sa loob nito. Okay, so that is 3. Okay, so yan, tatlo na lang. Pang-apat dito sa labas pala, sorry. Okay, so let us have this number of students to take only one subject. So dito naman tayo sa one subject. Meron na tayo nito. Yan. Intersection ni Math and English but not Filipino. Intersection ng tatlong subject and also intersection ni Math and Filipino but not English. Ang kulang na lang, ilan yung student na nag-take ng Math only. Okay, so sagutan natin yan. We have, yan, ito yung ating Math only. Dapat ang total ng bilog natin dito ay 17. Okay, so we have 2 plus meron tayong plus 4 plus 3 plus yan, ting blank, that must be equal to 17. Yan, para sa math yan. Ang math kasi natin, 17. So, 2 plus 4, that is 6. Plus 3, that is 9. Okay, so, ayan. Ilan pa yung kulang natin para maging 17? So, pwede naman ninyong isubtract yan. Yung 9. Okay, 17 minus nyo yung 9. So, that is equal to 8. So, ayan. Lalagay ko lang natin dito yung 8. Okay, so ganon. Mga nagtatanong, paano nakuha yung 8? I-add muna natin to. 2 plus 4, that is 6 plus 3, that is 9. Ilan pa yung kulang ng 9 para maging 17? Hindi man kaya, yung 17, ileless ninyo yung sum nito. 17 minus 9, that will be equal to 8. So, yun yung ilalagay natin dito. Okay, so that is equal to 8. Next, dito naman sa ating English only. Saan natin siya ilalagay? Dito na lang sa baba. English only. Meron na tayong ditong 3, 4, and 2. Yan naman yung i-add natin, plus blank. Okay, so we have 3 plus 4 plus 2. Okay, so sa mga nagtatanong pala, saan nakuha to? Yan, itong 2, 4, and 3. Yung 2 dito, ito yung student na nagtitake ng Math and Filipino pero hindi English. Yung 4 dito, ito yung nagtitake sa tatlong subject. Itong 3 dito, ito yung nagtitake ng Math and English pero hindi Filipino. So kasama siya sa circle ng Math. Ayan, yung sa set natin ng Math. So, dapat ang total ng cardinality sa math ay 17. So, ganyan lang din ang gagawin natin sa English. But this time, ang ko-consider natin dito, yung intersection ni math and English na hindi kasama yung hindi nagtitake ng Filipino. And also, we have the intersection of the 3 subject. Ito yung 4. Then, we also have the number of student who take English and Filipino but not math. Ito yung 2. So, ito na yon. Ito yung kasama sa set E. Yan. Makikita nyo yung circle natin dito, yung set E. Yan. Sana gumamit na lang ako ng ibang kulay. Mamaya papakita ko kung paano sagutan to gamit yung pag-shade. Or dito pa lang makikita na natin yung sagot. Okay, so next na tayo. Tingnan natin tong solution natin dito. That 3 plus 4 plus 2 plus, yan, plus yung blank dito must be equal to 16. Yan yung number ng English natin. Total number of student who take English. Yan. Dapat 16 yung total. Okay, so i-add na natin. 3 plus 4, that is 7, plus 2, that is 9. Ilan pa yung kulang ng 9 para maging 16? Limang kaya, 16 minus 9, that will be equal to 16 minus 9, that will be equal to, lagay natin dito yung sagot, that is 7. Okay, so yung 9 kulang pa ng 7 para maging 16. So yun yung ilalagay natin dito. Yan. So we have 7. Yan. Pag tinotal ninyo to, dapat equal to sa 16. Ganon din dito sa math. Pag tinotal natin to, that must be equal to 17. Now, let us have the last one. Sa Filipino. Filipino only. Kukunin natin dito. Okay, so, ganon din yung gagawin natin dito. How many students were taking only Filipino subject? Okay, so, meron na tayo ditong intersection ni math and Filipino but not English. Ito yung 2. Intersection ng tatlong subject. Ito yung 4. Intersection ni English and Filipino but not math. Ito yung 2. So, kailangan natin to kasi kasama siya sa set F natin. Yan. Okay, so i-add lang muna natin yan. So, we have 2 plus we have 4 plus we have 2. Oh no! Plus, gamit tayo ng blank dito. Kasi yan yung para sa only. Filipino only. That must be equal to, ang total natin, total number of students to take Filipino ay 10. Okay, so ang total dapat nito ay 10. May blank tayo dito. Ilan pa yung kulang nito? 2 plus 4, that is 6. Plus 2, that is 8. Ilan pa yung kulang para maging 10? Ayan. Or 10 minus 8. That will be equal to 2. Okay, so ayan. Okay, so ayan. Meron na tayong ilalagay dito. So itong kulang pa. So we have 2. Okay, so ayan. Paano yan nakuha? Okay, may tanong? Okay, so pag may tanong kayo, message lang kayo sa ating Facebook page. Nasa description box yung ating link. Okay, so now we can answer the following question. Parang may kulang pa ba? Yung ating cardinal ng union ni set M, set E at saka ni set F. Okay, so ilan sa kanila yung hindi kumukuha ng subjects? Okay, so tatlong subjects. Okay, so yun yung ilalagay natin dito. Okay, so meron tayong total lang muna natin to. Kukunin natin yung union ng tatlong subjects. So lagay natin dito yung solution natin. Have and the cardinality of math union with English union with Filipino, and that will be equal to, so lagay natin sa baba yung sagot. Itong mga cardinality dito, lahat ng kikita nyo dito sa loob ng circle, lahat ng set, ito total natin lahat yan. So meron tayong simulan ko sa may math. We have 8 plus 3 plus we have 4 plus 2. Yan yung sa math. Then we have the cardinal of the student or the set English. Okay, number of students who take English only, and plus 7. Then we also have the number of students who take English and Filipino but not math, that is 2. And lastly, we have the number of students who take Filipino only, that is 2. Okay, so i-total na natin yan. 8 plus 3, that is 11, plus 4, that is 11. 11 plus 4, that is 15, plus 2, that is 17. 17 plus 7, that is equal to 24. 24 plus 2, that is equal to 26. 26 plus 2, that is equal to 28. Okay, so yan, lalagay na natin dito. So we have 28. So ilan pa yung kulang niyan para makuha natin yung total na 30. Okay, so definitely we have 30 minus 28. Yan na yung number of students who did not take any of the 3 subjects. So lalagay lang natin dito. Ito yung ating universal cardinality ng ating universal set, ay yung total number of student. Okay, so symbol natin dyan. We have the universal set, yung total number of student, minus yung ating cardinal number ng ating math, union with English. Oh no. Union with Filipino. Okay, so ayan. That will be equal to, so substitute na natin. Meron tayong 30. Yan yung ating cardinal ng ating universal set, or yung total number of student. Yung universal set natin. So, yun. Okay, then we have the union of the 3 subject, that is 28. Yan ay para makuha natin yung ating yung cardinal number ni, lagay ko lang dito, cardinal number ni math, union with English, union with Filipino, complement. So, hindi pa ata, yan, hindi pa ata, yan, pumantay. Okay, so, substitute natin dito. That will be equal to, lagay ko na lang dito sa baba. We have 30, yun yung ating universal set, cardinality of the universal set, minus yung ating union, yung set M, set E, and set F, that is 28. And that will be equal to, we have 30 minus 28, that is 2. So, yun yung ilalagay natin dito sa labas. Okay, so, nandun pa rin siya sa loob ng ating rectangle, pero wala siya sa loob ng circle. Okay, so, definitely ang total na nito ay 30 kasi meron tayong 30 students. So, sagutan na natin itong mga problem na to. How many students were taking only math? So, ito yung ating math, only math. Okay, so, yan. So, meron tayong sagot dito sa number 1, that is equal to 8 students. Okay, yay! Next! How many students were taking English but not Filipino? So, English but not Filipino naman. Ito yung ating English. Yan, itong circle na to. But not Filipino. So, hindi siya Filipino. So, tanggalin dyan yung 4 and 2. Ang maiwan na lang yung 3 at saka yung 7. Yan yung kumukuha ng English. So, 3 plus 7, that will be equal to 10. So, meron na tayong ilalagay dito. That is equal to 10. Okay, so gagamit ako mamaya ng Venn diagram, pero isi-shade lang natin. Okay, so dito naman sa number 3, how many students were taking at least 2 subjects? Okay, so at least 2 subjects. So meron tayo ditong math and Math and Filipino. Yan, 2. Math and English. Meron tayong 3. Filipino and English, we have 2. Then, yan yung mga kumukuha ng 2 subjects kasi at least dapat kumukuha ng 2 o higit sa 2 subject. So, ito na yon. 2 plus 3 plus 2 kasama yung 4 kasi 3 yung tinitake ng student na to. So, ilan sila? 2 plus 3, that is 5, plus 2, that is 7, plus 4, that is equal to 11. So, i-check natin mamaya yan. So, we have 11. Okay, next. How many did not take any of the 3 subjects? So, yung nasa labas ng mga circle, mga set natin, ito ay yung 2. Okay, so lagay na natin dito yung sagot natin. That is equal to 2. Yay! Next. Sunod naman. How many students were taking at most 1 subject? Take note of the word at most. Kapag ka at least, yan na yung pinakamaliit. 2 subject. 2, dapat higit sa 2. 2 o higit. Yan. Dito naman, at most, dapat hindi na dadami pa sa isang subject yung tinitake ng student. So, dito sa mga problem na to, ang i-consider lang natin yung kumukuha ng isang subject lang. Okay, so ito yung math only, Filipino only, English only, or nothing. Okay, so yan. Total natin yon. 8 plus 2, that is 10, plus 7, that is 17, plus 2, that is equal to 19. So, yan yung lalagay natin dito na sagot. Yan. Yan yung number of student na kumukuha ng at most 1 subject. Okay, so okay na? Okay, may tanong? Okay, so paano natin illustrate tong sagot na to gamit yung ating pag-shade. Okay, so yan, tandaan lang natin to. So, we can have the screenshot. Screenshot ko lang to para hindi mawala. Ayan. Screenshot na natin. And escape natin. Okay, so lalagay lang natin dito sa dulo yung sagot, ha. Okay, so yun yung susunod na activity. Yung susunod na video, i-discuss ko kung paano sagutan to. Ito yung example natin. Abangan na lang ninyo. Okay, so dito, screenshot ko lang yung sagot para ma-check natin. Mamaya. Okay, so yan. Yung sagot. Ito tayo dito. Okay, so ito yung ating given sa problem. Isa-isayin lang natin to. Okay, so sa number 1, kung maalala nyo, we're going to identify how many students were taking only math. Okay, so math only. Okay, so isi-shade lang natin dito gamit yung green. Yan. Math only. So I'm going to shade. Only natin. Yan. So pwede na natin ilagay dito yung sagot. Okay, so that will be equal to 8 students. Okay, next. Yan. Kuha na. Okay, so ngayon naman, hanapin natin kung how many students who wants or who are taking English but not Filipino. So, shade natin ulit gamit yung green. English but not Filipino. So, ito yung ating English. Yan. Kung mapapansin ninyo, hindi kasama yung Filipino sa na-shade. So, ito total natin tong cardinality dito. We have 3 plus 7. So, 3 plus 7, that will be equal to, we have 10. Okay, so, yan. Okay na yan. Green. Okay, so, yan. Gitna ko lang konti. Yan. Okay, next. We have the cardinality or the number of students who are taking at least 2 subjects. Okay, so shade ulit natin yung nagtitake ng 2 subjects. At least. Okay, so ito yung mga 2 subjects only. Since that is at least, included dyan yung nagtitake ng 3. Yan, kasi 2 or higit sa 2. Yan. So ito total natin itong mga cardinality na to. So we have 2 plus 4, That is 6 plus 2. That is 8 plus 3. That will be equal to 11. So, lalagay na natin dito yung sagot. That is equal to 11. Okay, so, yay! Tama pa rin yung sagot natin kanina. Okay, so, next. Sunod naman. Okay, so, yan. Let us have the number of students na hindi kumukuha ng tatlong subjects. Okay, so, nasan dyan? So, shade natin. Nasa labas. So, sama lang dito yung 2. Okay, so, lagay na natin dito yung 2. Sagot. We have 2. Okay, yay! Okay, next. Na natin to. Ngayon naman ang tanong, how many students take at most one subject? So, at most one subject. Si-shade ko lang yung one subject only, math only, Filipino only, English only. Yan. At most, kasama dyan yung yan, walang kinukuhang subject. So, yan, total na natin yan. Shaded part, we have 2 plus 8, that is 10, plus 7, that is 17, plus 2, that will be equal to 19. Okay, so, lagay na natin dito yung sagot. Yan, 19. Okay, so, yan, tapos na tayo. Okay, so, check lang natin yung sagot. Sa number 1, 8. Sa number 2, 10. Sa number 3, 11. Sa number 2, sa number 4, 2. Sa number 5, that is 19. So, check natin dito. Tama rin ba? Okay, so, ito makita. Check lang natin. Asan na yan? Ito yung sagot natin. 8, then we have 10, then we have 11, then we have 2, then we have 19. Okay, so same. Same yung sagot natin dito. Yan. 8, 10, 11, 2, and 19. Okay, so yan lamang po. Maraming pong salamat sa mga hindi pa po nakapag-subscribe sa aking channel. Yan. Paki-pindot lang po yung subscribe button. Kasama na rin yung notification bell para ma-update ko po kayo kung meron man akong bagong video na i-upload. So, yun lang po. Maraming salamat. Hanggang sa muli. Paalam!